I'm Eric Peterson,
I'm Dallas Gonzalez.
And I'm Alex Carew.
and we did our tour on the Taylor Center. It was originally built in the fall of 2000. It cost about $17.5 million to build. Mankato alumni Glenn Taylor donated more than $10 million of his own money to help fund the arena. It seats about 4,800 fans, and Jason Kruger gave us our tour.
So these two pictures right here, the one on the right, that's just kind of an overview of the whole concourse level of the Taylor Center. So it kind of shows you where everything's at. The picture on the left-hand side is because of a lady falling and tripping on the things on the bottom, though, and she ended up breaking her nose. So they ended up having to install the metal bars and they put the yellow caution tape just to make sure that another accident like that didn't happen again. And now for the Taylor Center. So after the tour, we kind of went through in there. We saw some bad things and we saw some good things. Some good things about it, like we talked about, it has the open concourse, so it's kind of easy to navigate around everywhere. Spacious seats that are really close to the court, so it kind of keeps you in that event and it makes you kind of feel like you're, right there with the players. And also, I'm going to skip ahead here, but they have a really nice hospitality room. It's the Johnson Alumni Room. So, I don't, alumni can go there during the games and sit and watch through the glass window there on the top right, or different organizations kind of have meetings there, or host people there in that room as well. Our guide actually talked about different renovations that they're going to be doing, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that was something that came across that was really nice to us.
Okay, and some bad points of the facility is that the floor is original, so there's old flooring, old video boards, old sound systems, and the original hoops as well. The major flaw that we saw as a group was that there's no loading dock, so if the university wanted to hold a concert in the Taylor Center, they would have a hard time getting equipment down to the floor level. And there's only one service elevator, so getting equipment would take not only a lot of hours, but it'll also be hard because there's only one way to get stuff down to the Taylor Center. And then one more poor point we saw was there's unproportional steps further down towards the court. If you're not watching your step, you might trip and fall and get hurt.
So actually, just going back to that really quick. So I know he actually mentioned that they were getting new hoops, and so for them to actually get it out, they actually have to have like a pulley system to get the new hoops in. So something like that kind of came off as a problem to us. So if they had to, like they didn't have that service dock or whatever, so they don't really have an area to get these things in and out. So they have to have an alternative thing. So something like that is also bad as well.
And then this is the main thing that we thought it was a bad design feature. This is the current sound booth. As you can tell, it kind of jets out into the concourse, so it gets in the way and also takes up some seating areas. And it also is just very, very poorly designed. It just looks ugly. It's just a giant tile box. So we thought if we could redo one thing, we'd get a new, either redesign it, get a new location, stuff like that, so it doesn't look so bad. And then this is the Johnson Alumni Room that we talked about. One main thing is that bottom left picture. They told us that they're working on getting some new video screens put in on the three wall panels, either TVs or projector screens. You can have conferences in there because right now they just have to bring projectors in and there's cords running everywhere. Otherwise, they're going to use it to put either other conference games up on the TVs, or if Maverick hockey game is going on at the same time as volleyball or basketball, you can have those up on the screen so you can follow along to more sports at the same time.
So this picture right here, this is of the women's basketball locker room. As you can see, they have. Actually, he did say that for them to upgrade them, they have to fund it by themselves. So whether that's through fundraisers or whatever, that's how they kind of upgrade it, make it look nicer to their benefit. So you can see they have, a TV in there and couches and things like that. And this is the men's one, kind of a little bit of little similar. They have those kind of theater seating couch with a big TV there to, I'm guessing, watch footage or, kind of, I think they had a gaming system there too, so kind of mess around and on their off time. I also know in the back of the room, of the locker room, they do have a study area for the athletes. So if they ever need a quiet place, kind of in between classes or before practice or wherever, they have a desk in the back and they can kind of go back there and study and get homework done and all that kind of thing. So.
And then this is the wrestling practice room. Back in the day, back when they first built the facility, it's kind of just an extra area. They just had some doors blocking off. It was mostly just used for storage and stuff like that. So the wrestling coach petitioned to have it used as a practice facility. You can see they've got two different mats there. So that's where they go to practice. We actually stepped in while they were holding practices and got some pictures. And then just right outside, they have a trophy case for different medals and plaques that the hockey team has won.
And here you see the weight center that the student athletes can train at. I know it's open at various hours of the day. It just depends on when the athletes can get down there and actually lift. But I know Tommy Incrot, the strength conditioning coach, keeps it open at various hours of the day so that student athletes can get in and get their workouts in as well.
And this is the concession stand here. This is the main one they have for all the different games. You can kind of see all the snacks and stuff they have in there. He did say that whenever they do have track meets and other events that actually aren't located in the Taylor Center itself, they kind of do this mobile concession stand thing, if you will. It's like they have like a freezer and they kind of just stuff stuff in there and they roll it down. So let's say if they have something, in the track, indoor track, they have to wheel it over there and they kind of do a mobile thing there too as well. So kind of improvise with that.
And then this is some extra rooms that we saw. The left there is the health room. It's where if the player's injured or if they've just got some kinks and you stretch out and stuff like that. Then the top right is the visiting team's locker room for basketball and volleyball. And then during the football season, it is used as the headquarters for the referees. They get them set up before and after the game. They go in there during halftime. And then the bottom right is just an extra storage room for all the various different sports and equipment that they have.
And so this is just a picture of us, and the photo kind of just overlooks the whole concourse area of the Taylor Center. We actually learned a lot kind of going with this tour. I actually learned a lot. I'd never been down in the lower level before, so I got to see, and we all got to see kind of different things we didn't get to really see before. So it was a good facility, and we enjoyed touring it.